We're back for another podcast right now. It's your boy SoCal's finest. We got Raiders ABC 123. What up, Raiders?
What up, man? What up?
We got Heat Bird Nation. What up, Vert?
Hey, what's up, y'all?
What's going on, man? We got Jukey Jake 45, the non-mystery guest. And is Tommy in here? Is Dark Knight around?
Yes.
Oh, Dark Knight is here. Okay. Well, we're just gonna get into it. I was joking around week one. Raiders did his power rankings, and I told him that I was pissy because I wasn't number one. Mr. D's was Super Bowl champ, and I told him, all right, well, you can be Fox, I'll be CBS. So we're gonna start out with our own power rankings, and we're gonna kind of, instead of just giving all 10 at once, we're gonna each do one at a time. So go ahead and start, Raiders. What's your number 10? Who do you got number 10 in the league?
Number 10, actually starting off with number 10, I'm going to give it to the Broncos. The Broncos guy was talking a lot of crap for the end of the season, but you know what? He actually showed he has some skill to back it up. So I'm throwing him at number 10, at 5-2.
Okay. My number 10 is actually going to be, let's see. I'm kind of looking over the records. I'm not prepared, guys, so don't question the Texans. He's a guy. He got to the NFC title game in the last Money League. He's 6-1. He does his thing. Maybe he should be a little higher, but to me, I don't really see anything special. Nothing that sticks out that I say, that guy, he could win it all. I guess he'll make the playoffs or whatever, but he ain't. To me, he's a good solid 10. I'm gonna go in with my number 9 now. I'm gonna go with the Lions, and they're also at 6-1. But I've seen a couple of his games. Nothing unique, nothing real special. Kind of just, I guess he's pulling it out. You can't knock that, but there's nothing there where I'm going, damn, I hope I don't see him in the playoffs or it's going to be a hell game or something. Who do you got?
At number 9, man, I'm going with the Ravens, Seth Rowe. Seth Rowe at 5-2. He's a hard guy to beat, man. Pounds the rock, plays good defense. Lost 2 games against 2 good players, actually, but still, I got him at 5-2. Got to prove me wrong there.
Who do you got at 8?
At number 8, I got the one that you were just saying at number 9. I actually got the Lions there. Lions only lost 1 game, but like you said, they haven't really played anybody too good yet to show that they're legit 6-1.
My number 8 is actually the Ravens. So
there you go.
I'm kind of flip-flopped him, like you said, John L. He's going to do his thing. He's going to pound that rock. He's going to throw it 6 times a game. They're all going to be lob streaks to Perriman. So,
Definitely.
He's definitely doing his thing, though. He's running the ball. Perriman's averaging 45 freaking yards a catch. He leads the league in touchdowns with 15 touchdowns. I think it was 22 catches for 990 yards. Something stupid, but he's doing his thing. So, yeah, what are we already at? Number 7? For 7, I'm gonna go with the Bengals because he's 4-2. He's not bad, but he's always consistent. He's always there. He's always around, So I haven't seen anything real special out of him. The one big game he had was you, and you didn't just win. You won mightily. So, shout out to him. But I think Mazu's a good number 7. Who you got?
At 7, man, I got this guy. I don't know if you heard of him. His name's Heber Nation, the Colts.
Ooh.
And yeah, 6-1. Levert, I got you right there, man.
Why so low?
Why so low? Well, it's not that I have him so low. It's that there's a lot of good players ahead of him, and that loss to the Texans kind of bumped him down a little bit.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. I guess that is the one guy he got, regardless of how the game went. What are your thoughts on that game? Let's interrupt it real quick. What are your thoughts on that game, Hebrew?
I mean, it was a close game. There was obviously some opportunities that you're kind of like, oh, well, all right, Madden, but it is what it is.
That's right.
I'll see him again.
So what number was that? That was number 7?
10, yep.
We got a 6.
That was number 6.
Oh, okay, so my 6 would be, I'm going to go with the Packers. He beat me. He definitely knows what he's doing. He's always around. So I'm going to go with the Packers as that guy. Number 6. Not quite top 5, but definitely a top guy. Who's your, 5?
You know what? I think I'm on a mercy. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah. All right. Well, the next one I got down on the list, I got the one that beat Levert, the Texans.
Mm.
I got the Texans there. So yeah, a lot of people don't think highly of the Texans, but you know what? He always wins. He just somehow finds a way to win. So got him ranked kind of high.
Wow, that is high in the top 5.
Yeah.
For
But
me,
you know what? I think that's number 6. I think
is
the
it
Texans
6?
are
I
number
think
6.
it was 7-6.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my 5, I'm gonna go with the Niners. Yeah, he's undefeated. Maybe he should be a little higher. He beat Seth Rowe. I got him next, so maybe he's gonna prove to me he should be a lot higher. But you know, I keep hearing this team. He's got one hell of a team over there, so I don't want to hear that. Niners is definitely doing his thing. I got him in at 5. Who you got? At 5.
All right, and then the 5 man, I got this guy named SoCal's Finest.
Ooh,
In
dropping.
that 5. Yeah, dropped down, man. He took 2 losses. I don't know where those 2 losses came from. But he took 2 losses, and he's got to prove it to me. He's got the game of the week this week against the Niners. I want to see that one.
Okay. So who's your 4?
My 4, I got Cisco with the Falcons, defending champion right here. Cisco's Falcons, but he also dropped 2 balls, but they were against 2 real good players in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
But yeah, 5-2, I got the Falcons there at number 4.
I actually have him number 4 too, because like you said, he does this thing. Now he dropped him early, but that might be all he drops. You know, I don't know exactly who he plays, but those 2 he could definitely finish out 4-2, and that's just what he does. The Falcons. So I got him at number 4 as well. For my 3, I'm gonna go with the Eagles. You gotta go. CJ's winning. He's doing his thing. He always does his thing, right? Every Madden season, and he's undefeated as well. So I'm gonna go with the Eagles on this one. Who you got?
Number 3, man, I got the Niners, and I don't know too much about the Niners, but one thing I do know is he's undefeated right now. He beat some good players, so I got to see him a little bit more, play a little bit more. But he's undefeated right now. You can't argue.
Okay.
You can't argue that.
2, I got Heatbird. Yeah, he's 6-1. He's not undefeated, but Heatbird's doing his thing. He always does. So what? Even if he ends up 8-8, you can't. Maybe he won't be number 2, but as long as he sneaks into those playoffs, the Colts, Heatbird Nation, he's always going to be doing his thing. You always got to look out for him.
Yeah, and number 2, I got CJ. I got CJ's Eagles in there, man. And CJ, man, he's been dominating. Not only is he undefeated, he's beat some top players.
Yeah,
So
week 1.
CJ's definitely well deserving up there. Yeah, definitely well deserving.
So I think it's safe to say we each have the same number 1.
Yeah, I'd even feel safe to give myself that number 1.
Number 1 would be SoCal's Finest, the Rams. Sure, he dropped a couple. Nah, I even left myself off of this one because it's my first one. But number 1 has to be the Raiders. Like I said, he's undefeated. I mean, you take it from there. You didn't want to, but you kind of have to, right?
Yeah, I don't. You could go ahead and say it. I don't feel like talking too much about myself.
Ooh.
I'll end up losing right now against the Jets or something.
Yeah, no shit. Raiders doesn't just beat people; he blows them out usually. And even his number 10. I mean, look at his top 10. One of the Ravens' only losses is to him. He's got 2. One of them is to the Raiders. Who's that? The Broncos has 2. One of them is to Oakland, and his other loss is to the Ravens. So, you know, he's beating not just guys. He's beating top 10 guys, and he's not just beating them. He's ruthlessly just beating the shit out of them. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the top 10. That's what our power rankings is looking like for now. I mean, it'll change. It always does. So after that, we're going to cycle straight into rock bottom right now. I'm going to kind of go around. I'm sure you guys are tired of just hearing me and Raiders talk. So, Vert, give me one from week... what are we on? Week 7 now? So from week 2 to now, give me a rock bottom candidate.
Rock bottom, the Saints. Mind you,
Why
I
are
just
the
played the Saints last week, but he is 0-7. I mean, that's just 0-7. And I mean, his schedule. I don't think his schedule has been that bad, but 0-7. I mean, he gave up that big game to Garrick. I believe it was Garrick. Was it?
Yeah, 105 to something.
Yeah, and I mean, it hasn't gotten better. And I mean, he's given up 446 points.
Golly.
And then, I mean, on top of that, in our last game, he decided to call a timeout with a second left. So, I mean, you know, I had to hit him with a deep ball.
You already know.
Rock bottom. Yeah,
That's right. That's rock bottom. Are we lucky enough for Juki Jake to praise us with this or give us his presents again?
Yeah, I had to step away for a second.
So who's your Mr. Rock Bottom himself right here? Who's your rock bottom candidate over the last couple of weeks?
Oh, besides myself?
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely
you want
besides
another
that.
one? No, I'm gonna give mine to the Bears.
The Bad News Bears.
Yep, he's 1-5. He got we were talking to Garrick, and that's his only win is against Garrick. And Garrick was like, "Oh, I just wanted to get off so I could play Fallout or whatever."
Smart man.
At the time, we were giving him shit like, "No, you didn't want to do that. You just want." That's an excuse. But looking at the Bears' schedule, he's getting blown out. Against George, he lost 42-14. He lost to me 49-14. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see. I mean, he's got a couple easy games coming up against the Vikings and the Chargers.
Ooh.
The Rams is probably a win for him.
Ooh, your words. How about you, Dark Knight Tomas? Who you think? Who's your rock bottom candidate over the last several weeks?
I hate to say it. I'm sorry, Juki, but I'm going to give it to you.
Oh, I'd gladly stand behind you.
Yeah. All those trades that Juki did, I thought Jake was going to have a high offensive power team, but his defense hasn't stopped no one, so yeah, sorry, Juki. I got to give it to you, bro.
Well,
You know, the worst part about that, about Thomas nominating me, is he's the one who put me in rock bottom because of the game-winning drive that I tried to make. I got 2 offensive holding calls, and I haven't been able to recover.
have you? Oh yeah, you did. All right, Raiders. Who's your team player?
Man, just a note on Tomas's rock bottom. Another part of Jake, the Chiefs, is he does have a 1-game win streak going on, but impressive 1-game win streak. But he did make a side bet with the Redskins, and loser had to pay for the league, and he's down right now in the bet. So
Yeah, that's good.
another rock bottom right there.
Yeah.
But on top of that, I gotta say my rock bottom has to be the Jets, man. The Jets, I actually played him this week. I want to talk to him this week, maybe like uproar him, but man, he's 2-4 after talking all kinds of crap. And not only that, if you guys opened up the group me chat, he's blasting off on everybody right now. So yeah, rock bottom, it definitely has to be the Jets.
Yeah, definitely. I was thinking about them, but my rock bottom's got to go to the Steelers, man. He came in. Okay, he didn't have the best record when he came in, but when he came in, he was talking all this crap. You don't want to see me. Come play a money game. Who wants to play a money game? This and that. Then he tries getting himself trade raped. He gets his shit pushed in by Seth Rowe, and then gets the shit pushed in by Mr. Rock Bottom himself, Juki Jake.
Yeah, buddy.
I mean, like you said, 1-game winning streak, and Jake beat the shit out of him. I mean, come on, bro. Like, I get normally leagues, like I was saying before, normally you hop into leagues and you think, like, all right, I'm about to do my thing. I'm a good player. And leagues don't humble you very often because, especially when there's rules, there's not really very many good players. You hop into one, maybe get 1 or 2, okay. I might lose a couple games. But when you hop into our league, a league like this, you got a tough game damn near every week. And you can't be talking like that thinking that you got it all, you know, and that's something the Steelers learned real quick. So, sorry, Steelers, but you hit rock bottom. Well, real quick, before we wrap this up, I want to kind of touch on the league and then one other thing, too. The person I was almost going to put in rock bottom before the Steelers was going to be the Vikings. Because he came in, got himself raped in a trade, and then bitch, and I guess she got her way, right?
Yeah.
And still can't win games. I don't get it. I'm top 100. I'm top 3. No one gives a shit. What are you, 2-4 or some shit? Come on, man. That's rock bottom too. And then just on the league itself, I want to say thank you to all you guys. You know, you guys are we kind of slipped on the podcast, and everyone's, you know, where's the podcast? Where's the podcast? We want the podcast. So, thank you to you guys, because that's pretty cool. Do you guys have anything to put in?
I also had a little note, too. If anybody ever wants to be in the podcast, you know, let us know and be a special guest on the podcast as well. Just, you know, send us a message.
We'll definitely set it up around either your schedule and ours, and we'll figure it out and get together. And if no one wants to volunteer, we're gonna start just taking people. We're gonna start just.
But one thing,
Go ahead.
one thing about the league too, we've been hella active.
Yeah.
We've been moving. It's been smooth. It's been like I like how everybody's setting up their own shit. We don't gotta hound people. We don't gotta let's go grab. There might be 1-2 games, but I mean for the most part it's been pretty active.
Yeah, I think this was the first week where Bath barely had to say anything. You know,
Yeah.
or actually had to say anything. I mean, for a while he's been
shout out to Bath too. Bath's
Yeah.
always on this game.
always shout out to Bath because he man, talk about sniping, man. He's always there making sure everything's being played, like at all times. So,
I'll wake up in the morning and see him messaging other players to get their games in. So.
oh yeah, early too. Well, thanks for rocking with us, guys. I hope you enjoyed the podcast, and we'll be back. It won't take as long next time. Have a good night.